usual, at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Philadelphia. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This rush continues to get home at this rate. This is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. The pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike Lee, and they said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oakland finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win.
In trouble, and down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Here's Barkley, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is staff looks at him. Will step away for a moment. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. We've seen a couple of punts so far to start this game out, so they'll try to get in this scoreless game with 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out to McMillan. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, but this one might be coming back. Let's check in with the referee. Easy for a lineman to get too far down the field with that wide receiver screen, so that time they caught it and the flag came out. On 2nd down, Young. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
It's Young. Incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball, and those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession.
On 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Smith. Incomplete. Covered by J.C. Horn.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
There's no real fancy explanation here, Mike. I mean, he just flat out beats the guy in front of him, and I don't think they could have drawn up a better start here in the opening quarter.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Now Young. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Incomplete. Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
In this offense, they're just really struggling to find any sort of rhythm. There's no timing, there's no pace or urgency. And then every time it seems like they do have something going positively, Mike, they do something to push themselves back. So they've got to find a way to put together some drives consistently and come away with points.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles are ready for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Hurts. Miss. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
There he goes again. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's Goddard in motion. A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion. Now Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goddard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw is Hurts. He's got his big tight end. Grant out to Tarrant. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. That's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will take a 7.
Panthers nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. On play action, Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Xavier Leggett. Incomplete. Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Third down and 9. Here's Young to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's their punter now.
formation.
As this
for
drive
Carolina.
went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense
At their
ready to
own
get back at
27-yard line.
it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
To throw on second down is Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 22
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. A'Shawn Robinson there on the play.
46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 46, here's second and 6. They'll run the counter with Barkley, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Second down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Here comes third and 6. Dotson, the man in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
To Gene on the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Second and 10. To throw is Young. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Panthers.
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. Tremble comes in motion. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he'll be out of bounds on the 45. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That's to the rookie from Arizona, Teteroa McMillan. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3. So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 14, Panthers 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll take this to about the 28. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
3 and out. 4th down.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll manage only a couple. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Barkley. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Hurts now. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Saquon will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Panthers 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Dowdle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Young. He finds the big tight end, Trimble. 20 yards. yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
Now a give on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Jalen Carter on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and 8. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A loss of 1. It's now third and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Now Young. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
A 49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are back within 2 scores. So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Hurts looking to throw on first down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. They can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On third down, it's Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. Ooh! And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Tremble comes in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Short one there, caught by Tremble.
Complete to number 82, Tommy Tremble. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's Young. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So the Eagles, who use their first time out here, they get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Left side and taken in by Smith.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Hurts. He takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. He'll run again. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more. extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Jake Elliott.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here is Shipley on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Hurts gonna hold on to this one. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 10 at the 42-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
Ashawn Robinson on the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And deep for the back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
57-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
Panthers 6.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. To return is Hubbard. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Taking it. It's Xavier Legette. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Panthers 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Carolina.
On the bootleg, it's Young. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and... Back to throw, Young. He's got a man! That's McMillan! And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
2nd down.
Well, now the big fella inside's getting involved in the pass rush, Mike, and so many of these interior defensive linemen are known for their run defense. Well, not this guy. He wins on the inside quick, and he's able to bring the quarterback down for the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Young. Looking left side, his tight end Tremble. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 4th down, Young. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And the offense knows this is somebody that they need to account for on every play, because as we just saw, he can wreck the game at any moment.
Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's a short one, caught by Goff. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Formation for the Eagles.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. In need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Start on the ground. This defense all over this one, making him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup and a Panther first down.
To throw is Young. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Second and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
A first down throw for Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Second down and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Barkley. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 34, Panthers 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Quinyon Mitchell on the tackle. A gain of 2.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Gain of 1 yard. First down, Panthers.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
2. Leggett in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First down.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
He'll swing this out to Dowdle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
On 2nd down, Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll go. Young. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the pistol with Barkley. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Bigsby. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
13 yards on the play.
Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they show they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. That's right side, and he's got count to Terra. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now give it to Barkley, running right. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 more yards. J.C. Horn on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
2nd and inches. That's Goddard in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And he will dive into the end zone. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead.
Panthers 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with first down. They'll run with Dowdle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Young. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles stretch things out even further.
Makes the score Eagles 48, Panthers 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with 1st down. To throw, Young. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now Young. He's got his man. That's weekend. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.